HIIT remix. This is the Animal Kingdom version, so we're going back to some primal movements. We'll have some fun with it, but you do have a couple different options for tonight's class. So you can choose to focus more on your range of motion and really moving through that full range and the strength side of things. So if you're doing that, you can even take your shoes off. You can move slower, but I would recommend that you use a weight for a lot of the exercises. I'll show you on and off how to use the weight, but basically you're just gonna hold it for most of them if you are choosing that option. The second option is a speed option. So it's gonna be a little bit of cardio. That just means that when we go through the exercises, you're gonna be moving a little bit quicker. The third option, which I'll be demonstrating most of the time, is going to be that combination of range of motion and speed. So that's our power option. So we'll have some more jumps, some bigger jumps. We still won't move too quick, but we'll focus a little bit more on that movement or with the speed, that range of motion with the speed. So you can choose what works for you, but if you do want to go shoeless, just focus on those slow motions and grab a weight. You can certainly do that, and it'll be a little bit more like a yoga style primal movement. It still is going to be hard, no matter what we choose. Lots of different body weight movements tonight. So we are basically going to be acting like animals. Each interval will go for about 1 minute. No rest time. We're going to move right into the next exercise as soon as you feel ready. So you can rest throughout those exercises. The remix of HIIT remix comes in because we have a HIIT exercise, and then we might have a strength exercise and a core exercise and a cardio exercise before we have another HIIT. Because reality is, if you're doing true HIIT, you need 2 to 3 minutes to recover. So that's where we're kind of, our remix of HIIT remix comes in. Someone asked me that. All right, so we are ready to get started. Get your watch going if you haven't already. Give yourself room to move. You are going to need it tonight. And if you are someone who likes to choose some of the modifications or options, you don't like getting down on the ground, doing planks, that sort of thing, make sure you have a chair close by to use for some of those exercises, and I will demonstrate those as they come up. All right, so we are actually all going to start down on the ground tonight. And our first exercise is a cat-cow. So this one's nice and easy. It's just a warm-up. We're in a nice neutral position here, so you can arch your back, round it, and then find that neutral position. Our wrists are under our shoulders, knees under our hips. I want you to drop your chin all the way down to your chest. Try to get it to touch really round that spine, arching up towards the sky. And then move in the other direction. Drop your chest down, look up as if you were a cow mooing. Okay, so again, dropping the chin, you're that cat, arching your back. And really exaggerate that movement here. And then that cow. And I want you to find that nice neutral position right between the two again. Tuck your toes under, walk your hands back to your feet. We're going into an inchworm, so we're walking our hands out. This time it's a more flowing inchworm because we're walking our feet up to our hands. And then we walk our feet back into our plank. We walk our hands back to our feet. And then we come back to the plank. So you're like one of those little glowworms that's kind of scooting up and down after the rain. So if you're focusing more on that range of motion, take your time. Try to get into a good form with your plank. Keep your legs straight as you walk them in. If you want to focus on that speed, you can go out a little bit quicker, in and out. Good. Get one more full round here, all of the way out. Once you have that last one, I'm going to have you stand up, and it is a cheetah run. So you are fast. You are either running in place, or if you have the space, you can just run back and forth, in and out of that camera. Come on, let me see it. High knees, move fast. Side to side, you're a cheetah, sprint it out. You don't need a ton of space. It is just as hard to stop and turn as it is to keep going, I think. Keep going, keep going. Heart rate should be coming up. Almost warm. We're getting ready for that first interval. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. First exercise here, lion lunges. So we are moving stealthy, like we're stalking our prey. You're going to come down into a lunge. You're staying in that lunge. You're coming forward, and forward, and then back, and back. Range of motion, you're gonna grab that weight, go really slow. Speed, you move quicker. Either option works. All right, get ready to go. 1 minute in 3, in 2, in 1. Move like that line. So you are through the trees and you are stalking your prey. So about 3 forward, 1, 2, 3, and about 3 back. If you don't have the space for that, just do 2 or 1. But remember what leg you started on, because next time we'll start on the other side first. Key to this one is staying low. So if you need to, take it really slow. You can even hold that weight, chest stays up. Move as slow as you need to in order to stay down. So it's almost like you're ducking underneath something that whole time. Yes, Gwen? Yes. All right, come on, Nicole. Stay low, let those quads burn. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next exercise is a frog jump. Feet are going to be wide. We are going, think about a box. We're going to all 4 corners of the box. So you're that frog, toes point out. You're going to one corner, across. The other corner, next to it, and then back, and reverse it. Corner, corner, and back. Okay, so it's like a big X. Go ahead and get it started when you're ready. Now, that range of motion version, you step. You can hold on to the weight and step and get real low. Touch the ground if you can. That speed version, you're barely gonna stop. You might not move as low, but you're going to keep that movement. When we put it both together, oh baby, a little bit slower, but a little bit bigger. You are like that frog going from lily pad to lily pad. Almost, almost. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Megan, this one's for you. She said, please stop the fire hydrants. So I stopped the fire hydrants. I'm just calling it a puppy lift tonight. Stay standing. With the weight goes in your leg. Okay? You don't need it. We're balancing. Lift that leg out to the side. One leg the whole time. So you are like a dog being on that fire hydrant. You're lifting your knee up. We're just slightly tilted forward. Hands, fancy jewelry. You don't need them. If you want them, add them in. Keep them on your hips, whatever works for you. Focus on that balance. Now, that leg that you are standing on has just a slight bend in it. Slight bend, so don't lock out that knee. Other side, that hip comes up. Up. Good. This one's not too bad compared to the others, right? Oh. All right, we are being bears next. So down on the ground, bear crawl. We're in that hover position. So toes tuck under, knees lift up. We're crawling forward. You are actually moving your same arm and same leg together. Then if you want, you're coming up tall, like you're roaring at something. You're showing your might. You're coming back down. You're gonna crawl back and retreat. Try that again. Crawl forward. You can hop up, stand up. Hop back or step back and crawl back. Now if you want that modified version, hands and knees, Just push up to your bear, come back down, and then stand up. That's that range of motion version. So you push up to bear, you stand up, you come back down. That speed version, we move quicker. You choose, you choose. We're here for 5 more seconds. Woo, it's hard to get it coordinated. Same arm, same leg. I want moving forward and back. Good. Drop those knees down. All right. Dolphin dives are next. So in our dolphin pose, we're on our forearms. Forearms are down. Hips are in the air. It's like a down dog, but you're on your forearms. You move from this position into a plank. Hips up. Dive into the water, move into the plank. You keep going. Another option, second option. You're doing that on a chair. You've got your forearms on a chair. Hands are clasped. Hips push up. Hips come down. Key, very important. Your abdominals are braced in. Okay, so we're not just going through the motions. Every time those hips come up in the air, it's strong. And when we come back to the plank, we're straight. Make sure your elbows and your feet aren't too far apart. Okay, so your hips should be able to get up nice and high. If they can't, walk your feet in a little bit. Good. All right, Patty, you got it. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and flip over. One more exercise in this round. It is a dead bug. Oh yes, I love to see them. It's not bad. All right. Knees can be bent or straight. If you have a weight, you can hold the weight up in your hand. You're going to take opposite arm and opposite leg, lower down. Pull everything together. Lower down. So we are alternating right and left here. The trick with this one is the arm and leg that's in the air. You want that arm and leg to stay as stable as possible. You do not want to see that move at all. And if you're not quite sure, take a look at your video, at your camera, and you can kind of get the gist of it. So if you need a little modification for it, you can bend your knees. If you want to make it harder, you add that weight in for the arm and leg that are staying in the air. And then you switch. We are going to be going through all of those exercises one more time. Get ready to stand back up in 3, 2, and 1. Come on, back up. Lion lunges. All right. Get low, low. Switch the leg that you started with. So if you started on your right leg last time, start with the left leg this time. 2 or 3 forward, doesn't matter. It is really hard to stay low on this one. Pretend like there is something on fire over your head. You don't want to singe off your hair, right? So we have to stay down. There we go, there we go. That looks good, good. Come on, Meg, come on. You need to be stealthy. You are coming through that jungle. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Those quads should be burning after that one. Frog jumps. Frog jumps. So you know what to do this time. I really want to see that form. Toes point out. Knees and toes same direction. Bend and give it that little hop. Hop. Remember that X shape that we're moving in. Or the corners of the box. Get to all 4 corners, all 4 corners. You have that option to step and touch. Or speed. Or both. That's it, that's it. Keep going, come on. You are there for 5 more seconds. Yes, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. 2 quad burners in a row. Who programmed this? All right. Those puppy dog lifts on the other side. Again, weight if you're using it. Tucked in behind the knee. Get your balance. Lift that leg out to the side. If you want to challenge yourself, bend down a little bit more, reach those arms down in front of you. Spine stays straight. Knee is lifting out to the side. It is slightly behind your other knee. Ooh, it is hard to stay still with this song on. Makes you want to dance, right? Awesome, Nicole. Lift that leg up high. We should be feeling this through the glute of the leg that's standing, through the butt of the leg that's standing. For 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay. Bear crawl to stand. So remember which side you led with before. I started with my right. Maybe you want to start with your left. Hands are down. Toes tucked under. Lift the knees up. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Get those hands and legs even. Stand up and roar. Show me your power, baby. Let's go. So there are different ways to do this. This way is really tough with the same arm and same leg. Wow, so much core control. Now, one of the key things I always like to point out with bear, I always see people either bringing their hips way up here, okay, or their knees and their hands are like way too close together, so they're like this. So always think about that box, right? You're making a box with your chest, with your legs, with the arms, and you're trying to maintain that. Give me that last crawl wherever you're at. Forward, back, up, down. And we are going to move then into those dolphin dives. Forearms on the mat, hands together. All right, from plank. Hips up. Really press the chest back towards the thighs. And then forward. So with that range of motion option, you're going slow. You can drop down to your knees if you'd like. You can do that against a chair, or you can take that speed option once you have your forearm down, hips up and down, just pausing for about a second in each spot. If you really want that challenge, you want to put it all together, you can go from that plank, hop up to your dolphin. Shoulder burner for 8 seconds. Shake that. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. All right, it got hot up here real quick. Dead bugs. On your back. All right, opposite arm, opposite leg. Try to straighten those legs out. Arms are up. Press that low back into the mat. If you are arching, you're not doing a whole lot, so we want that low back pressed in. Shoulder blades pressed into the mat. Lower down only as far as you can till you lose one of those positions. Shoulders come up or back comes up, and then you come back in. If you want more of that challenge, you engage your pelvic floor, which we should always be doing, engaging that pelvic floor. And that makes it so much harder to move when we really focus on that. So I have a funny story about a bug. I was out here right before class. And we all know the incident that I had during bar. I saw that gigantic bug. Freaked me the heck out. Scared me. So I heard a loud buzzing when I was out here getting ready for class, and I got really freaked out and I froze. But I looked up and it was the most beautiful little hummingbird I've ever seen, fluttering around. It was trying to get in my plant right behind me. So I guess the buzzing's not always bad. All right, release that out. Stand up, get a quick sip of water. We have one more round of exercises, 6 exercises. Stand up and get ready to go. I'm going to show you that first one. It's a monkey swing. So we're down low, okay? My feet are facing forward. My hands, one comes in between my feet, the other hand comes on the outside, and we kick and move. Hands come down, and you move. If you're using that chair or bench, hands come down. It's like you're skipping side to side. Okay, you are a monkey swinging through those trees. In 3, in 2, in 1. Give it to me. Get low. Hands down. Okay, so if you're focusing on that range of motion, get low. Let your hands come on the ground. Don't worry about moving too quickly. Just replace one foot with the other and lift. Hands down. Replace one foot with the other and then lift. That speed. You're staying low, you're moving a little quicker. That power is that combination. You get low, perfect form. Those hands come down, big kick, lift up. Hands down, big kick. Yes. You might move all over the place, that is okay. You're gonna notice this one in your back and in your core. Use those muscles appropriately. Keep that spine straight as you lift. Use your legs to help you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crab walk. We did this one with the band. You can choose to hold on to that weight if you'd like. Toes face out. Sink down low. Everybody come to this position. Down low. Toes out. Try and get those hips down. Hands can come behind the head. Walk to the edge of your mat, reach to the ground. Walk to the edge, reach down. So you are a crab. You're like one of those little ghost crabs at the beach that you come up to them and they somehow just disappear in the water. And they walk sideways and all crazy. Constant tension in those thighs though. Increased time under tension. We're staying in that position. We're really fatiguing those muscles. So this may not be a traditional HIIT exercise, but boy, oh boy, does it burn, right? Good. All right, lift it up, little shake. Bunny hops. So, rabbits are not loud, right? They're really, really quiet. They move smoothly. Use your toes, use your knees, little bend. Come up on your toes, land softly. So it's those little bunny hops. If you want to be technical, I guess your hands can be out here. Or they can move around with you. It's actually harder with your hands stationary. So we're landing very, very softly. Let your knees bend as you land. We have to load down to come up. You're landing toe heel. Push off toe heel. Push off toe heel. You want that range of motion? Get real low, come up on your toes. Get real low, come up on your toes. You can hold the weight. Speed. Maybe not jumping as high, but pushing off on those toes. That combo. Toe heel as you land. Up, toe heel. One more. Whew, shake it out. All right. I am sweating like crazy. I can barely see. Scorpion strike. Down on the ground. Modified option. Hands are on the chair. Your leg is lifting in the air. You bend the knee. You strike. Lift and bend the knee. Foot would be back a little more. You strike. Down on the ground, it's like a three-legged dog. One leg up in the air, same leg the whole time. It bends. We open up a little bit, get that little stretch, and then strike. You're bringing your same elbow to knee. If that part of it is too much, if you could do this, then you could just drop down to your knee. Or get ready to go and strike. So you're moving slowly here. If you want the power option here, the power option is when you are back with your leg up, with your tail in the air, ready to strike. You lift that same hand. You balance, you put it down, then you strike. One more. Woo! All right. Bird dog. So we are on our hands and knees. Hands and knees here. Okay, you're like a dog that is trained to go hunting. So you see a bird and you're going to point at it like dogs do. I want you to take your right leg and your left arm. They are coming out. Take them out to the side like at an angle. Then bring everything in. Switch sides. Reach out. Go at that angle, bring everything in. This is a strong core exercise. So if you're not feeling it, try to flatten out, find that neutral spine. Bear down, find that pelvic floor. Okay, so you can imagine if your pelvic floor was a triangle, the dots 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all pulling up and together. As you do this exercise, everything is working together. So especially going out to the side, that should be a challenge. And then come down. I want you to keep going there. Good, get one more in. And bring it down. We are on to our back last exercise in this round. It is a butterfly crunch. So we are going to come down like a butterfly. Knees are wide, hands are behind the head. So your body is the body of the butterfly. Knees and elbows are the wings. Everything is wide. We crunch everything in and together. Meet the elbows and knees. Open wide. Come back down. So your range of motion is going to be really big, moving slowly through the full range. If you want that speed, you're like that butterfly or that hummingbird flapping its wings, so you're moving quicker, crunching everything in and out. If you can do that full option with both, you can bring everything in as far as you can, everything out as far as you can, and just pick up the pace of that. 10 seconds, then we repeat it all. You are so close. About 6 minutes, then you are out of here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand back up. Monkey swings. Monkey swings. 1 minute. Sink down. One hand in the center, one hand on the other side of your foot. Let's go. Good. That's it, Gwen. I love seeing everybody's legs come up in the air. It's so funny. I want you to move frame to frame. You yourself in that screen. Move all the way from one side to the other. That's it, Nicole. I know you can get lower. Get low with me. Yes, get low with me. Come on. Ten more seconds. This one's tough. For 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. We're gonna go right into it, moving quickly now. Crab walk. Toes point out nice and wide. Knees follow, hands behind the head. Sink down, inner thigh burner. Go. Crab walk. Dive into the water. Good. All right, Patty. Now I'm seeing everybody move side to side. So we are getting close to the end of the workout. I want you to take whatever you need here. If you're getting pushed close to your limits, you can come up a little higher. If you want that challenge and you didn't get it yet, you need to make that decision to push. The workouts can be as intense as you want, as tough as you want. It is up to you how hard you go. 3, 2, 1, stand it up. My mic keeps getting twisted here. All right, bunny hops. We're ready to go. Thighs ready. Toes face forward, feet are close. Load yourself down so you can explode up. Down, hop, hop. Land softly. Push off, toe heel. Push off, toe heel. Now, I don't know if this is how a bunny always moves, but when my dog is chasing after them, they are like, they are going. So you can take a little bit of that. You can take a little bit of that speed, 15 seconds, speed it up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right, scorpion strikes. We're gonna get the other leg. Whatever side you didn't get. So I didn't get my right leg. Remember, you can put your hands on something higher. You can come on your knees or on the toes. Get one leg up. Let it bend back. Open up a little bit. And then strike. Same elbow to knee when you're striking. That is your tail delivering that whip. So you have the choice, if it feels better, to lift up and bring it in with one knee down. Or you have the option to include a little bit of that balance. Leg is coming back, opening up, same arm, same leg, lift and control, then strike. Or maybe you are all about the speed today and you're moving through it quicker. Your workout, make it work for you. Three, 2, 1. All right, take it down. Bird dog. So we're alternating that right and left again. This is your chance to really work on that core. Find that position that works. Take out opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice and steady. Move each arm and leg out to the side, diagonal line. Pull everything back together very slowly. So this one, if you move too quick, you're really not going to get the benefit of the exercise. I want you to go slower. Good. You have one more exercise. Then we cool down. We're going to be going into that butterfly crunch in 3, 2, and 1. Flip over. Feet together, marry those soles. Hands behind the head. Butterfly position. Flutter everything into that cocoon. Open everything back out. As we crunch up, we are exhaling. Slowly inhale going down and exhale, pull it all together. Okay, as we inhale, stomach expands. As we exhale, belly button pulls in towards that spine. We have to think about it. Almost, almost. Finish this out strong. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh. All right. We're gonna come right back up onto our knees. We are cooling down, but we're gonna flow a little bit since we've been moving a lot. So we'll take that heart rate down slowly. We're up tall. You can take one arm, swing it around, let it either come to your low back or all the way down onto your ankle. Do the same thing with the other arm. Let it swing all the way around, either onto the low back or onto the ankle. So supporting wherever you need. Maybe letting the head rest back between the shoulders. Taking a few deep breaths in and out here in that camel pose. Okay, swing one arm forward. Swing the other arm forward. Push those hips back. They're staying right above the knees. Our arms are walking down to the mat. The chest comes all the way down. And you're really gonna press the chest all the way down, but those hands stay reaching out. So you should feel this deeply through the chest, through the armpits, through the shoulders. This is our puppy pose. Lift back up. Hands can come back by your rib cage. We're coming forward, come all the way down to the mat. Make sure those toes uncurl. And you could lift up either part of the way into that cobra or the full way into that upward facing dog. So if you're in that up dog, your thighs can come off the mat. Head can look up. And then gently tuck those toes under. Push the hips back up. Let the chest push back towards the hips. Head falls between the arms, heels press down. You should feel that heart rate slowing down a little bit. We're doing that one more time. Let's drop down to the knees. Uncurl the toes. Take one arm up and around. Take the other arm up and around. And remember, it can come to your low back if that feels better for you. Open up that chest. Deep breaths. Reverse that out. Come into that puppy pose so those arms reach down. Hips stay up. You can even walk them a little bit wider if you'd like. Let that forehead come down towards the mat. All right. Walk those hands back a little bit. Lower yourself down. You can lift up into that cobra or into that up dog, hips down, toes uncurled, shoelaces down. Move the head away from the ears. Take those deep breaths in and out. Okay? Tuck those toes under, push the hips up into that downward dog. You may need to walk the hands back towards the feet just a little bit. Dig those heels into the ground. And then very slowly walk your feet to your hands and your hands to your feet and roll all the way up. You made it. We are just going to finish with a deep breath all the way in and out. Thank you for getting primal with me tonight. Take that deep breath all the way in and out. I hope you feel good, and hopefully we'll see you for our next class. Thanks, everyone.